The walls have ears, and I've been behind them. No spins, no excuses, just the truth you won't hear anywhere else. Welcome to the Inside Out Justice. Let me ask you a question. When someone goes to prison, what do you think the punishment is supposed to be? Is it the safety, or is it justice, or is it actually rehabilitation, or is it that you simply want prisoners to suffer? Because after working inside the prison system, I can tell you this much: what the public thinks prison is and what prison actually is, there are two very different things. This channel is called Inside Out Justice, and I'm here to talk about the things that most people never see or are never told about prisons, prisoners, and the people who work inside them, officers, civilian staff. Some of what I'm going to say will make people uncomfortable, some will make people angry, and that's exactly the point. This channel is for people who believe prison should reduce crime, not recycle it. It's for people who care about victims and prevention. People who are tired of surface level debates about being soft or tough on crime. And yes, this is also for people who disagree with me, because real reform doesn't come from echo chambers, and I'm fully aware of that. It comes from honest, uncomfortable conversations. Here's the biggest lie we were sold about prisons. It's that they are designed to fix people. They are not at the moment. Because modern prisons are designed to contain, control, and manage risk, not to rehabilitate human beings. Rehabilitation exists mostly on paper, in policy documents, in political speeches. In reality, prisons are overcrowded, under-resourced, traumatizing environments that often worsen the very behaviors that society claims it wants to stop. And before anyone says it, no, this isn't about feeling sorry for criminals. It's about outcomes. If prison doesn't reduce reoffending, what are we even doing here? If it damages mental health, if it releases people back into society more broken than when they entered, then we're not running a justice system. We're running a revolving door. You as the public see sentences, but what you don't see is prisoners with untreated PTSD being punished for trauma responses, neurodivergent prisoners written up for non-compliance, young offenders learning survival tactics instead of life skills, staff burning out and becoming numb or leaving altogether. Prison doesn't just punish individuals, it generally destabilizes families, communities, and future generations. And then when people reoffend, we act surprised. And we really shouldn't be. Accountability and punishment are not quite the same thing. Because accountability asks, why did this happen? What needs to change to prevent it from happening again? Or how do we reduce future harm? But punishment alone asks, how much pain is enough? And pain on its own teaches nothing. On this channel, we're going to talk about mental health and trauma inside prisons, why certain sentences fail catastrophically, the impact of prison on staff as well as prisoners, what actually can reduce reoffending, and what real reform could look like. Not idealistic, not soft, but effective. We'll talk about the uncomfortable truths, the grey areas, the systems that quietly fail whilst everyone argues about headlines. So here's the question I want you to sit with. If prison doesn't make society safer, if it doesn't rehabilitate, if it doesn't reduce reoffending, then who is the system really serving? And why are we so afraid to admit that it needs to change? If you agree, tell me why. If you disagree, tell me why even more. Because justice only works when we're brave enough to look inside of it. If you're done with excuses, you're in the right place. Subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this loud. See you in the next one.